Hello there. In our initial video, we delved into different types of photography, such as landscape, nature, portrait, real estate, and many more. Today, we will guide you in selecting the perfect camera to kickstart your photographic journey. The ideal camera for portrait photography should excel at capturing precise facial details and creating a stunning background blur. The camera for capturing portraits traditionally requires two main features: a focal length that provides an optimal shooting distance for flattering facial details, and fast apertures that deliver appealing background blur and subject separation. In today's landscape, the focus extends beyond just the lens attached to the camera body. Top portrait cameras showcase advanced autofocus systems with capabilities like eye, face, and head detection, eliminating the need for manual focus adjustments and allowing photographers to concentrate on capturing moments while the camera handles the focusing. Another critical aspect determined by the camera, not just the lens, is the sensor size. Larger camera formats facilitate the desired background blur, typical of portrait photography. The sensor's physical size influences the depth of field it can achieve, making full-frame cameras advantageous and medium format cameras as well. Nonetheless, APS-C or Micro Four Thirds cameras paired with suitable lenses should not be overlooked. My name is Chris from Chris Photography Guide. Here is our selection of the current best cameras for portrait photography. We will also highlight more budget-friendly alternatives that perform admirably, along with recommended portrait lenses for these cameras. Starting with the best overall camera, Canon EOS R5. The EOS R5 boasts a 45MP sensor that captures highly detailed images and features a top-notch autofocus system with an impressive 5,940 AF points. Ideal for photography and eye detect autofocus, especially beneficial for portrait photography, including animal portraits, thanks to the Animal Eye AF deep learning in the dual pixel AF2 technology. The addition of a joystick allows for swift manual control over focus points. One advantage of the R5's resolution is the ability to shoot a 3/4 portrait and crop it to a close headshot when necessary. Additionally, the frame grab feature lets you extract high-resolution 35.4MP stills as JPEGs from 8K video footage. Dual card slots provide security against card failure, and the camera offers up to 8 stops of in-body image stabilization, IBIS, allowing for stable shots at longer focal lengths. Canon offers a variety of RF portrait lenses, such as the Canon RF 85mm f1.2L USM, known for its exceptional quality, though it comes with a significant price tag. Moreover, you can utilize Canon's extensive range of EF mount DSLR lenses by using adapters for added versatility in your photography endeavors. Pros: you want the best. With high-resolution 45mm stills, fast autofocus, and 9 stops of stabilization, this is as good as it gets for portraits. You want a pro workhorse. The R5 is built like a tank and is designed to be used by professionals day in, day out. Cons: you're on a budget. While the best out there in full frame, that does come with a massive cost. Your computer isn't up to the job. Processing all those huge 45MP RAW files needs a serious computer. Best portrait camera for beginners. Canon EOS R10. For any beginner who wants to take the next step and upgrade to a mirrorless model, the Canon EOS R10 is a great option. This camera is one of the smaller and lighter mirrorless cameras in the Canon collection and includes a host of features that will be useful for the portrait genre. This includes a large ISO range and 23fps burst mode. Standout features of the Canon EOS R10 include the superb autofocus system and opportunity to shoot high-quality video. Full HD shooting at up to 120fps. It's also possible to record 4K video at 60fps with a 1.6x crop. This entry-level model will attract both APS-C DSLR shooters who want to move to mirrorless and smartphone shooters wanting to progress with their portrait photography. Pros: compact size and lightweight make it easy to carry excellent control layout and handling, especially given the small size. Subject detection autofocus works very well. Very good image quality in both JPEG and RAW. Cons: viewfinder is disappointingly small, no in-body image stabilization, extremely limited native APS-C RFS lens range. Best ASPC camera for portraits, Fujifilm X-H2. The Fujifilm X-H2 is one of the highest resolution APS-C cameras on the market, with a whopping 40.2 megapixel sensor. It can capture incredibly detailed photos and gives you plenty of leeway to crop and reframe your portraits if needed. It also has a highly sturdy build, with a body and handling geared toward enthusiasts and pros, along with an exceptionally high-res EVF. If you prefer a more portable body, the Fujifilm X-T5 uses the exact same sensor and has a more strictly photography-oriented design. It's even a little cheaper, but lacks some of the X-H2's video features. Although full-frame cameras have an advantage when it comes to bokeh, it's still possible to get creamy backgrounds and shallow depths of field with an APS-C sensor if you use the right lens. It helps that Fujifilm offers some very fast XF mount lenses that are ideal for this. The XF56mm f1.2R, for instance, can open up very wide to get a shallower depth of field with a focal length that's well suited to portrait work on an APS-C sensor. That said, you might be all set with a more affordable third-party option like the excellent Sigma 56mm f1.4 DCDN, which is one of the best value portrait lenses you can get for an APS-C body. Best budget camera for portraits, Sony a6400. If you're on a tighter budget, the Sony a6400 is a great mirrorless option to get you started in portrait photography. It's a portable crop sensor camera with a sturdy build and a high-resolution APS-C sensor. Its ergonomics pale compared to the Canon EOS R10 or Nikon Z5. But some people may find it's worth the trade-off for added portability. It also has a lot of customization options to tailor the controls to your preferences. On top of that, you have Sony's ever-reliable autofocus system with precise IAF, making this a versatile camera that won't break the bank. As a bonus, this camera uses the same lens mount as the higher-end Sony a7 Mark IV, so you'll have access to the same stable of great lens options, including full-frame FE and crop sensor E lenses. That also makes it easier to upgrade to a full-frame Sony body down the line if you choose to do so. The kit lens is fine to cut your teeth on if you're just starting, but a lens like the Sigma 50mm f1.4 DCDN is one of many excellent third-party options for portraits if you outgrow the kit lens. Best to mention as well, Sony a7 Mark III and wonderful budget camera and amazing for portrait, and a7 Mark IV is one of the best all-around camera. If you're new here, be the first to hit the subscribe button so you make sure to never miss our weekly guide.